Right, we get into the biological explanations. So we can see we've covered cognitive, social, cultural, and biological. And the biological, we're focusing on genetics. And then we're going to end with the biopsychosocial model that is not actually, that falls into the determinants topic, but you can see they're all interrelated anyway. So the COMT gene, just this first lesson is about introducing students to really what is the COMT gene and what is the warrior hypothesis. Love this game, real simple. Write a letter on the board and they come up with as many words as they can that are related to that. Now you can do that with just stress, or you could do the whole IB psychology course. That works well as well. Basic hook here, they're going to find out are they a warrior or a warrior. They're not really. Now this one is, practically speaking, could be a little bit tricky. You could do the cold pressor test. This is a test of physiological stress responses and also a pain threshold. The reason I put this in the unit plan is just another common method they use in stress research to get students familiar with it. If you have the ICE, simply you can do blood pressure measurements or heart rate, do the before and after, put the hand in for 1 minute and then see. And then you're not really checking to see if they're warriors or warriors. This is just, that's just a bit of a hook. Okay, and then there's a demonstration here. Okay, so the cold pressor test as well, yeah, the way they measure pain threshold is if you, depending on how long it takes you, whether or not, when you first detect pain to when you have to pull your hand out of the ice, basically, and the longer you hold it for, the higher your pain threshold. We can't actually test if our students are warriors or warriors because we'd have to do genetic testing. All right, so here's chalk and talk about the warrior gene and the warrior hypothesis. Remember, this is also explained on the YouTube, so you can send students the link or they can read it in the book as well. Where are we here? We're all the way down to biological explanations. Okay, so we're just doing the basics here, and there's more information in the next lesson on how and why the COMT gene is linked with stress. Okay, and then there's space in the workbook here to do some analysis. Okay, right, that's pretty much it. Now, this is a pretty basic study just showing that those who are the warriors, the VALs, have higher levels of stress. Okay. Okay, and then we're looking at possibly why, because of its link to neurotransmitters. So there's more noradrenaline or norepinephrine if you use that terminology. Right. So how is it linked with stress? Okay, basically the METs, the warriors, have higher levels of stress. Pretty simple. Right. Hopefully they can remember the key characteristics of the warrior hypothesis. All right, coming up next, we're going to explore that in a little bit more detail.